The focus of this video lesson is home maintenance and improvement number 2. Example 1. Noah had a tree in his backyard that he wants to make sure cannot fall on his house if there is a bad storm. The tree is 52 feet from his house. Noah takes a photograph of the entire area in question, and he sees that the tree is about 6.2 centimeters tall and about 5.5 centimeters from his house in the image. Help him find the height of the tree using this information and figure out whether or not the tree could hit his house. All right, so in order to understand this, I want to start by drawing a picture to represent this. So we have Noah's house and his backyard, there's a tree. There's the tree. And we know that this tree is a distance of 52 feet from the house. Now, it's very difficult for Noah to try to measure the height of the tree, as he doesn't have a ladder that is tall enough. So in order for him to figure out how tall this tree is, he took a picture. And in the picture, he can see all the same stuff as in real life, right? He can see the house and the tree, and everything looks the same, just smaller, right? So when he takes his ruler and he measures the distance between the house and the tree, he sees that this distance is 5.5 centimeters. And he sees that the height of the tree is 6.2 centimeters. Now, because these two, the real and the picture, are images of the same thing, right? We know that these are what we call mathematically similar. And when things are similar, they follow the property of having or being what we call proportional. In other words, they form equal ratios. So we have our real thing, we have our picture, and we're going to create ratios between the height of the tree and the distance from the house in real life, and we're going to create a ratio from the height of the tree and the distance for the picture. And because these are similar, they should be proportional or equal. So our first ratio of height to distance for the real one is going to be, since we don't know the height, we'll call it x, will be x over 52. And that's for our real. Now, for the picture of the house and tree, we have height, which is 6.2, to distance, which is 5.5. Now, do note here that for both the real and the picture, we have the height of the tree on the numerator, and we have the distance from the house in the denominator. Okay, now we've created a proportion here. What we're going to do is we're going to solve this by cross multiplying. So let's cross multiply. X times 5.5 is going to give us 5.5x. And then 6.2 times 52. Let's use our calculator. 52 times 6.2, 322.4. Right? We want to solve this equation for x. So let's divide both sides by 5.5. Use our calculator again. 322.4 divided by 5.5 gives us about 58.6. Now, X represents the height of the tree. So we're going to now say that the height of the tree is about 58.6 feet. Now the question is can this tree hit his house? Well, if the tree were to fall towards the house, knowing that the height of the tree is greater than the distance from the house, we know it could, in fact, hit his house. So we're going to say, yes, the tree could hit his house since the height is more than the distance. And sorry, that's not super neat. And that's pretty much it. So what did we do? Well, we started by drawing an image to represent the situation. Then we noticed that because they were pictures of the same thing, that they were mathematically similar. And when things are mathematically similar, they form proportional relationships, meaning if we write ratios comparing different parts of the image, they should be equal ratios. We then wrote those ratios, set them equal to each other, and then used cross multiplication to solve the equation for the missing variable. We then looked at the question again, and we discovered that Noah's tree could potentially hit his house, meaning Noah might consider moving this tree before it causes any damage. Example 2. Riley parks his car on his driveway, 34 feet from the base of the utility pole. If the pole snapped at its base and fell, could it hit his car? A photograph shows the utility pole to be 2 3/4 inches high and 3 inches from his car. How high is the utility pole? Round to the nearest tenth of a foot. So just like before, the simplest thing is to start by drawing an image. So let's draw this situation. So we have this utility pole. Okay, so there's our utility pole. It's holding up the electrical wires. And then we have Riley's car. And there's his car. So pole and car. And we know that he parks his car 34 feet from the base of this pole. And we are curious that if this pole were to snap, would it land on his car? Could it? So we have a photograph of the same thing. Got the car. Now in this photograph, we can see that the utility pole is 2 3/4 inches high. So 2.75 inches. And we can see that the distance from his car is 3 inches. Now, once again, because these are pictures of the same thing, one is the real life and the other is a smaller picture version, we know that these are forming similar figures. Similar means same shape, different size. Therefore, the relationships that we form will be proportional or equal. So for the real one, let's do height of the pole to distance. We don't know the height of the pole. Let's call it x. So we have x over 34. In the picture, the height of the pole is 2.75 inches, and the distance from the car is 3 inches. Let's solve this equation using cross multiplication. We have x times 3, or 3x, and then we have 34 times 2.75. Using our calculator, we have 34 times 2.75, or 93.5. We're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. We're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3, and that's going to give us about 31.2 if we round. So x is 31.2 feet. Okay, so we're going to say then that the height of the pole is about 31. The height of the pole is about 31.2 feet. And then the question is, it doesn't say it here. Well, actually it is. The question is, could it hit the car? Well, the car is 34 feet away. This pole is only 31.2 feet. So we're going to say no. The pole could not hit the car because it is less than the distance. And that's it.